Do you hear like different kind of sounds? Because you're always constant in an environment which is either very silent or like very noisy.
Oh, it's noisy all the time.
All the time?
I think the biggest impression though is as you're getting ready to fall asleep, before you're asleep, you see like little pieces of light with your eyes closed and it's dark. And the reason I guess it's radiation, I think that's coming. And so that it's not like what your eyes are seeing. It's some radiation that's hitting some part of your brain, which is triggering a vision of this little light flashes, which is a little bit bizarre. I wouldn't say it's scary, but it's a little unnerving because then you're just like, ooh, what kind of radiation am I getting up here? And I'm not protected. That's some of those long-term effects of being in space that are, I think, in general, health-wise, a little worrisome. So you want to protect yourself as much as possible.
So what's the health cost you pay when you come back?
Initially, when you come back, you're not feeling very good, but that goes away pretty quick.
What are you feeling? Like the moment you land on Earth, back after
nauseous.
like 286.
For me, nauseous, like a little sick. And it didn't help that this time we landed in the water, and then everybody was concentrating on the dolphins that were there outside of the capsule. But if you look at while the dolphins are swimming, or when we landed, we went whoop, all the way over and then back up again. And it was funny because the thought in my head was like, oh no, if we turn over all the way upside down, that's not going to be good. But, it was just sort of like casual thought like that, like, oh, that's not going to be good. And then we came back up and we're sort of bobbing for a second, like a cork. So if people don't feel good when they're on a boat, think about it that way. You feel a little bit nauseous, and you're going to feel nauseous anyway. For me, I always feel a little nauseous when I come back. The neurovestibular system has not been working while you're up in space. It's sort of shut down, and you have other feelings of orientation while you're up there. The way we evolved, our inner ear for balance is not needed while you're up in space, because gravity's not affected on it. So anyway, when you come back, all of a sudden gravity's a player. And then for me, I felt pretty nauseous for like 24 hours. And what's something that's provocative, as they say, is like getting out of your spacesuit when you put it over your head and pitch your head up like that. That really makes you feel a little sick. So we're getting out of the spacecraft, and we get out on a sort of like a little seat with people helping us, because there's a big hole in the spacecraft for where the cargo is. And so nobody wants to trip and fall getting out, first of all, because you're not feeling too good. And then they just take us to the back where we can get out of our spacesuits. Right after that, though, once you're out of your suit and you not feeling like you're going to throw up, you can stand up. And we walked up the stairs to where the helicopter was and took us out of there. So that still nauseous for me for about 24 to 48 hours is the big thing. And usually you'll see people with somebody helping them, supporting them, just because all the little balance muscles that you use here on Earth that you don't even realize, and the small muscles in your neck, all of that has to get recharged again. Yeah. And so that takes, for me, realistically, to get all the way back, about a month. And we work with our physical trainers for some certain exercises. They give us tests along the way to see how we're doing, see how we're improving. And it's actually pretty cool to see your body like come back to human self again, to earthly self again. So
you feel like when you come back for that month, when you're trying to acclimatize, adapt to the Earth again, do you feel like things are falling, or like if you pick up the pen, then it's just going to go like that? Like, do you get these things? Because I saw a video of eating, the liquid pineapple juice. I saw that.
It happens for a little bit, but you'll learn pretty quick that Earth gravity is the predominant force on this planet. So you can't get away from it. So it's here. Yeah,
it's not, but you learn like pretty quickly. But do you
you'll do something stupid first? Like, I'll just drop this bottle. Like, oh, okay, never mind. So you do one thing, and then it's like you're back. Yeah.
And is it like more difficult for you to walk after you come back?
No, not really. It's not difficult. You're just going to potentially fall over. So I mean, just because of balance. So that's why somebody usually helps. I was just looking at
even in that month.
No. Just for like 2 days or something. Okay. Yeah. And usually we don't drive for a little bit just because, your just reaction time might be a little bit slow. And so somebody will drive us to where we need to go for the first week.
And all your senses, do they work differently when you come back? Like the sound, the smell?
I think enlightened to what's here on Earth. Like I remember distinctly on my first mission, we landed in the desert in California. And the smell, as soon as they opened the hatch, the smell of dirt and sage, because there's a lot of the sage plant there, that smell was so predominant. Like, wow, like we're back on a plant, on planet Earth again. So it was wonderful. It was nice because things that you miss, like all of that and like wind, those are like things that you really like, oh my gosh, I feel this. And being in the first time in a shower feels really, really good. Not because you're necessarily dirty, because we don't really get dirty up there. We just sweat and then, take a sponge bath. But just to feel something falling on you, that's really nice. And it's funny, one of the other things that Don Pettit and I had this conversation, it's like, what I really miss is a sink. Like just to go someplace and put your hands under, wash your hands, and then wash your face. Those things you just miss versus just squirting water and then rubbing it on yourself, So I don't know. There's just different funny things like that get little triggers. Yeah.